Alright guys, what I got this, I framed this all off with, I put a 2x6 in there, and I put these pieces back. I framed this in with 2x4s. So now I gotta put ferrin on there and some sheetrock. I got some sheetrock for it, so gotta patch that, and then I could put this wooden piece back. I'll be able to tape that, plaster that stuff, some compound on there, and I bought some louver doors. What I'm gonna do on this is I'm gonna pop the bottom off of this bottom plate comes off, so the whole louver door will be sucking into the return this way on both sides and through the front, in the bottom, so I'll have plenty with the louver doors for my return here. So I'm trying to get this back together, and then I gotta do my electrical and run my drain line, but I'm not too worried about that right now. I'm trying to get this done. I'll give you guys some shots after I get the ferrin prepped for it and stuff. Before I put the sheetrock on, I'll try to get you guys some shots. Alright, I got the ferrin all on there, all screwed in. Now I just gotta put a piece of sheetrock in there. I had no choice but to open that up to get that ductwork in there. I would have never been able to make that joint in the end there. It's against the ceiling, against the roof, and I had to do it this way. I'll cut a piece of sheetrock in there. I'm not too worried about taping it because that's going to be inside that closet area. The louver doors come all the way to here. I might tape it, we'll see. Ain't gonna take me that long. I think I got some paint for this too. Paint these joints and paint the ceiling after downstairs. I think I'm gonna leave this louver in here. I'll just cover the top. If I ever want to run this fan like I got on now, this whole house fan, it could suck right into this filtered area. I got a filter right there. What I have done in the past too is I'm just going to cover it on top with some insulation for now. I could always cut this out and put sheetrock here if I want. I'm not sure yet. I got my little fan action happening here. All I gotta do is tape it if I want to. It's in the closet. It's not really that important actually. I might tape it, we'll see. Alright guys, I'm changing the thermostat. I took that off the wall, no TD7F with a sub base. And I'm putting on a Focus Pro 6000. Large screen. I have to hook it up at the other end, but this will be a lot better. It'll be a lot better thermostat. I got the doors on and everything. I took the bottom panel off so it can suck air in through the bottom. I got the louver doors here. There's probably like 2.5 inches there between the door and the unit there, see it? That's alright, it'll pull air in through that whole louver door. I got the electrical done. I put a switch right here. Came down with a nipple into the unit, 220. I'll show you what I did on the other side over there. I put a piece of 5/8 rubber hose, okay, all the way over to the wall there, and I ran my condenser low voltage and my heat low voltage for first floor, right inside that. I got all the low voltage here. You can see that wire goes right in that wall. I changed the thermostat, and I got a pan down here, and I put some sheet metal behind the unit because the pan is way up top here on this unit. So if it does leak, theoretically it could run down a wall. Runs down a wall into this pan I got here, and I got that little float switch there. So if any water comes, it'll shut the condenser off outside. See that little switch there?
That was an add-on to this unit, but for me to get that in there, it's a real bear, man. So this thing's it's gonna be a little bit noisy because the fan's right here on this unit, you know. There's the filter. And then I also got the drain going over. I'll show you what I did on the other side. Still gotta turn the power onto it and tie the condenser electrical in. I got my new thermostat here. It's the Pro 6000 heating, cooling. I still gotta take that sticker off the bottom of the door, and I still have to insulate up top there and stuff yet. So, but all right, what I did over here was I just put a couple of clamps. You can see where my electrical went right inside that chase that I ran over. This was some low voltage telephone wires that's going upstairs. This is where my old line used to go upstairs, my refrigerant line, and my drain used to come down in here, and then it was boxed in to that chase that went down. Brought the drain down low, and I tied the drain in right there to that, and it goes down. So I have to come back with a little bit of mud and tape this up, and also inside, but it don't look too bad. You know, it's out of the way. My kid can still use their claws, and I gotta come in here and vacuum all this stuff because it's, you know, I've been working in here for 2 days, so not too bad. I still do a little patching here and there, but I'm getting close. Getting close. Guys, I got the other whip. Well, I had to make my own. I had to extend the low voltage wire also. So I got that done. I can't really start it right yet because it's not warm enough. So next warm day we will start it, and I'll charge it, and I'll finish this video up. But this is all ready to rock and roll. I'm gonna turn the brake on to the air handler. Looks good. 1.5 tons. Rud. I bought 50 feet of the Seal Tight. Just make my own whips. There's some number 10 wire in there. 10 wire. Alright, so here's the first floor. It goes right up the stairway here from the first floor to the second, and that's where the unit is right there. I'm gonna leave this grill here. I'm just gonna cover the top in case I want to run my fan. It can suck air into there for now. It's the baby dog, man. There she is, my buddy. She's my buddy. She's a licker. She's a licker. She's been helping me the whole time. Alright, so let's see what we got here. I just turned the power on so I can go set the thermostat. I want to see how loud it is. I got the condenser off outside because it's too cold to run it anyway, but I'll set this and we'll see what it's like. We'll set clock. It's 5:09. I just got to set the day. Sunday. System off. Fan automatic. Inside 74. Fan on. It ain't too loud if I got my door closed. Ain't too bad. I still have to patch the ceiling in the other room, but see, it's gonna pull air in from the bottom, from the sides and everywhere, so I think that's gonna work out. I think that's gonna work out just fine. $74 in the house. I don't think it's no 74 outside. It's probably only 65. So next warm day, we'll charge it, and I'll put that on this video. I'm thinking a grill out there. If I want to use the fan, I could put a screen in here if I want a whole house fan, you know. But I run the AC anyway, so I'm taking that grill out. You can see I boxed it in with wood. I gotta cut a piece of sheetrock, and then I gotta tape it. But I got my size sheetrock I need right there. We'll get that in, and then I'll tape it. I'll tape all this stuff and give it a little paint job. I want to put that smoke alarm right there. That's the center of this room. That's why I put that 2x4. I'll put the smoke alarm right there because I really need I need a hardwired smoke alarm in the house by law. So we'll put it back there. Before it was, you know, in here. And in the same time, I'll tape this. I'll put some tape on this and mud it up and paint it. Same thing with this side here. It's not a big deal, but while I'm here, I'm also gonna cut this hole out a little bit longer. Put a piece of wood in there and a little scab of sheetrock. So, and I'm gonna tape this stuff while I'm at it. Some tape on there. All right, guys, I got the piece in there. I just gotta get some tape and some compound I have downstairs, and we'll put some drop cloths down so I don't get nothing on the rug. I did put a piece of fern in here with a scab piece, so we'll put some tape on that and skim coat it over that. We'll be fine with it. Some tape on this. It's only a closet. I'll put a drop cloth down there too. Alright, guys, I put the tape on there. We'll let that sit, and I put the tape here. That's just a mark. That's alright. I'll get these when I do the second coat. I'll get those screws. I patch this too. See that? Patch that. So I'll let that dry, and then later today I'll give it another coat. Alright, guys, that 30 amp breaker right there. See that one right there? 30 amp. I'm gonna get changed to a 20. That's all I need for that unit outside. So I'm gonna change that breaker right there out. I got the panel off and get that changed out. Alright, guys, I got the 20 amp breaker in there. I had to run out and get a different one. The one I had was the wrong one, so I stepped from a 30 to a 20. I was gonna put an addition on the house. That's why I had went with a bigger unit to begin with. I was gonna put an addition, I never did. So I don't think I'm going to. So that's why I went with the smaller unit now. It'll be fine. I was gonna put a dormer on and you know, go out the back. So that's why I had that bigger unit in there. Alright, I got the panel back in there. We should be good to go. I'm not going to run the air conditioner for a couple of days because I got to finish that sheetrock up there, and it's not really cold. It's not really warm enough to run it anyway. I'm thinking Wednesday. It's probably going to be okay in a couple of days. First coat on it. It's the first coat at the end of the day here. I put the tape on this morning. It was dry. I put one coat. One coat on this too, and
3 coats should do it.
Little patch. Who it is? It's the baby dog, man. Is your neck level? Oh, yes, your neck level. Just leaving these tops up here so if I drop anything, it don't ruin my carpet, you know? What's going on here, baby dog? Baby the dog.